Today I'm going to show you how to install a laptop screen into a Acer Aspire 1 D255 netbook. It's actually really easy. I'm going to take a step from behind the camera and show you that here is what I took off. This is the bezel, which is the plastic little covering that goes around the screen. The old laptop screen. You probably can't see it, but there's cracks. Make sure that your screen is broken before you try and buy a new one. And how you can do that is obvious. If there's a crack, your screen's broken, but there could also be, a broken inverter or a graphics card failure. So, as you can see, here is the back of the casing. I'm letting it rest for now. And here is our new laptop screen from laptopscreen.com. I highly recommend buying from them. They have the best prices online. Very easy to use the website and find the correct screen. Really, I'd recommend it very highly. So, here's our new screen with a protective covering on. Shipped very well in bubble wrap. This is I believe a 10.1 resolution LED screen. So the first thing that we're going to do is gently rest the screen on the keyboard, like so. And this, I believe, is a 15-pin connector, and this should be little to no force at all. You do not want to break this connector. Very gently push it in, and then there's a piece of tape that should have been on your connector. Reapply it. It's fairly sticky. And now what you want to do is look at all your tape points. There's two tapes on this cord here, and then there's a tape holding this cord, which is currently not on. So what you're going to now want to do is you're going to want to get this screen onto these metal support frames. So I have a baggie right here, which is all the screws and everything that I took off the laptop. And just note that screw sizes can vary, so you're going to want to make sure that each screw is the same size before you just throw them in a bag. I really don't have anything to worry about. So here we go. I'm going to get two screws here, and I'm going to gently put this up against the metal frame, making sure not to take out the prong. And we just got to line it up on both sides, make sure everything's alright. Alright, so stabilize it. Alright, so that is the first screw in. You're still going to want to hold it because it's not going to be able to support itself. Get a finger under here and hold it. Alright, I'm back here, and here you can see the laptop has all the screws in except for the last two in the bezel. So now what we want to do is we want to test to see if our laptop screen was properly installed before we get any further. A little tricky to get off. So we're going to power up the laptop. Give it a second. You can see the screen lit up, Acer. But it's booting up, and everything worked out fine. So we're going to power it off. Didn't power off. Let me try again. Okay. So now I'm going to give you guys a very, very close up to try and show you where the screw should go. So let me get zoomed out a bit here. Okay, so as you can see, this is the bottom right section of the laptop. There are 3 holes. The left hole is where you put the black screw. The right hole is where the silver screw goes. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit and go up the laptop. See, there is a screw connecting the laptop to the screen to the frame. Sorry, screen to the frame. Plastic to the metal frame. There's the webcam. Then the plastic frame to the metal frame. Screen to metal frame. Screen to metal frame. And there we have, on the left side, remember, the outside is where your screws are going to go last. And the inside parts is where your black screws are going to go. Okay. So the last thing we have to do is connect the bezel, the 2 screws, and here's our bezel. And it has these little hinges. These hinges are what you're going to put in first. So gently tilt it back as far as it wants. If it wants to go, don't force it. And then you're going to pop these in. They should wiggle them in so that they stay in. And then they're both having trouble staying in. Okay, here we are. Now you're going to gently want to just kind of pinch on the bezel, get stuff snapping. If you can probably hear that. Alright, looking good. So now it looks like we have a perfect laptop, but there are a couple more steps that we have to do. So let's move that out of the frame. And here are the last 2 screws. Are you ready? So we're going to take our screwdriver here. By the way, I've been using 1 screwdriver for this whole laptop, which made it. You're going to just want to try and screw this in. Put a little bit of force, not much. You do not want to force things on laptops. Laptops are very small, gentle components. Alright, so there's our first screw. Here's our second screw. Okay. Let's make sure our bezel is nice and okay. So here is our plastic cover. Just put it nice and gently on. Put it in there. And our second one. You ready? There we have it. Let me give you a nice close-up of the laptop. With a fully functional screen. Hope you guys enjoyed, and please remember, for all your laptop screen needs,